over activity number 3. We have already completed activity number 1 and 2. If you may please log in into your Google Drive and go into your folder of classroom activities and click activity number 3. So there we will see full-on instructions. I know it looks like a big paragraph, but it's not that complicated. So today you'll be researching in groups and fill in slides to your presentation. I have created the presentation. All you're gonna do is file, make a copy, entire presentation, and then let's say it's gonna be on my drive, put select, okay, and from there it should be creating the copy of the same Google slide. So there, sorry it's taking a long time, you will see everything. So here you're gonna see a quote, and that quote, keep it in mind as you're doing your activity. So this will be, students will be able to analyze the importance of the Mayflower Compact, Fundamental Orders of Connecticut, and the Virginia House of Burgesses in the 13 colonies. So your contents of this activity will be, all of them have the date it was written and the author. 3 facts of the Mayflower Compact, the same as 3 facts of the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut and the Virginia House of Burgesses. Now, the only difference is the third part. So for the Mayflower Compact, I would like for you to put 2 to 3 contributions that it brought into the 13 colonies. For the Fundamental Order Connecticut, I would like for you to answer how it has changed or influenced our country. And for the Virginia House of Burgesses, I want you to answer the purpose of the house and the contributions it has brought into the country. So this, I will delete this. You don't need this anymore. And then, so we get right into the Mayflower Compact. So here you put when it was written, the dates. Here you could put the author or the authors. And then here you could just add a photo of the map where it was constructed or something close to the Mayflower Compact. And then you go into the next slide, and here you see fact number 1, 2, and 3. And on number 4, you will actually write about your expression of what you think of the Mayflower Compact. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Are you not okay with it? Would you be like no during those times, or would you be yes with it, full on board? And then the next slide, you will go into your first and second contribution of the Mayflower Compact. So here you're just gonna write what it brought into the 13 colonies. Like, let's say the first type of government for the 13 colonies without King George III, and so on and so forth. And then we move down into the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut. Here you'll be writing the authors and the date it was written, and that's the only thing on this page. And then it goes into fact number 1, fact number 2, fact number 3. And here you could, fact number 3 is actually what did it establish, the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut into these 13 colonies. You gotta think of what it has brought into for us. And then your last question for this will be, how has the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut changed or influenced our country? Has it shaped us into doing a better constitution, or how to build the constitution, the rights, the Bill of Rights, or other different things? And then we go into the Virginia House of Burgesses. So here is the same thing. Data was created, and who is the founder or the founders. And here you may add an image of the house. So it could be bribe. And here on this slide, you will add fact number 1, fact number 2, fact number 3. And this video is not playing at the moment because I'm recording this lesson. But when you're not recording, it should work. It will work. And you just click play, and then 2 to 3 sentences right here. You write about the purpose of the house and the contributions that it tells you in the video. The video is only a minute long. And then to finish off, you will write 4 to 5 sentences about how you feel. How would you feel if you were a native and someone came up to your land, and just how the colonists did in America? Would you fight back if you see sort of disrespect or them trying to take over, or would you keep the peace and be mindful? Or how would you defend your land if that was were to happen? And then you may ignore that slide. So you may be asking, well, where do we find the information? So where you'll be finding the information is actually right here. So I have showed you how to make a copy, which is file, make copy, entire presentation, and you just put it into your drive. From there, I have cut it down into the Mayflower Compact resources only, the Virginia House of Burgesses only, and then the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut. So here it will be a biography of the Mayflower Compact, or not a biography, but why it was created, who wrote it, what was the purpose, to what colony, and so on and so forth. So this page will tell you all of that. And then the other thing will be a different website. It will be around the same thing. It's actually the same thing. Sorry for that. I apologize. And then the slides. This is some slides I have created for one of my classes. So this also has sort of the information. So right here actually tells you the whole Mayflower Compact, what it said. Here you could even find your author and how many signers. And then here why it was important to history and the citations, which is the same link I gave you. And you will have the same thing for all of them. So here's the website for the House of Burgesses. And then here will be the slides I have created for my class as well over the House of Burgesses. And also here the fundamentals of Connecticut, and then the slides I have created for the fundamentals of Connecticut. So your job would just be to finish off the slideshow. You will be able to work in groups, 2 to 3 people into the groups. If you are 3, then each one of you will have one thing, like one will be in charge of the Mayflower Compact, the other will be the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut, and the other will be the Virginia House of Burgesses. Now, but if it's 3 of you, then on this slide, you will both write the 4 to 5 sentences over these questions. You would just put, let's say, like Alexander, and then we put Maria, and then we put, let's say, Noelia, right? And we just put, oh, well, Noelia, I think I will fight back, and so on and so forth. So you would just answer them. Each one has to have their little paragraph. And that will be all for this activity. But one last thing, whenever you're completing this activity, I would like for you to think about what was the impact it caused for our natives in this country, and also how did we harm them for Americans, well, not Americans, but England people come in over and try to take over their land. Just keep that in mind. And thank you. Have a wonderful day, and don't forget to complete this activity.